This originally started as a ministry in 2014. It was based on something that my husband and I went through. We separated for some time and I found myself alone and without resources and help. And then that's when I met the Lord and I gave my life to Christ. And so when God restored our marriage, I knew then that He was calling me to do something. And so I started building groups and, meeting women and doing things with women and just sharing what happened to me and sharing my testimony. And little by little, we started building this community of women. And so now years later, moving forward, we've incorporated into a nonprofit. So we operate as a nonprofit, but we are a faith-based organization. And we do the same thing we've been doing all these years now, but just now as a nonprofit, and it's open to the community. Fitness has always been a part of the ministry, right? Whenever we would do retreats or get together, I was always trying to incorporate fitness some way. So we would work out in my driveway at home before we had the center. What we found is that when people are sweating and they're struggling, they are the most vulnerable. And so what we noticed is that the women after a workout would cry, would start to open up and to share. And for me, that was like, this is it. This is why we're doing it, right? And so we continued it here, and now we're at up to, I think, 4 or 5 classes a week. And women do the same thing. They're working out, they're struggling, they're crying, they're sweating, they're sharing, but they're not alone. We're not pursuing, what the world is pursuing. We're just pursuing strengthening the temples that God has given us, that God resides in, so we can go out and do the work that He's calling us to do. If I'm honest, the partnership with Revelation Wellness taught me how to deliver fitness and the word together, right? And how to do it boldly. Because at first I kind of was like, how do I do this, right? And I didn't want people to kind of say, I don't want to go there, or I don't want to work out and pray or listen to worship. But then I came to realize through Revelation Wellness and everybody else that was doing it, during the training sessions and the retreat, I was like, no, people want this. People want it, they're hungry, they love it, it's inspiring, it's motivating, and why not? So I just said, okay, let's do it. And I haven't turned back since. So even when sometimes I try to put on secular music, I'm like, no. I got to go back to Christian hip hop or to worship, and just allowing God to do what He told me to do, right? So yeah, Rev just gave me boldness. It gave me an opportunity to see that I can marry the two, right? Specifically in this world today, and that people want it.